Ever get the feeling that those glossy company reviews don't tell the whole story?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all kind of wonder what it's really like to work at these big name places, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Behind the scenes, right?
Exactly. So today, we're doing a deep dive into just that. We're getting hyper-focused, dissecting a single employee review of PwC,
Oh, interesting. PwC, the big four accounting firm.
the one and only.
Uh,
Global powerhouse, huge clients, the whole nine yards.
yeah.
But we want to know, what's the employee experience really like
Well,
beyond the branding?
right, right. Got to cut through the noise.
And that's where this review comes in. It's from Glassdoor, posted by someone who worked as a resource management senior associate in their London office.
Okay. Specific role, specific location. Got it.
And this wasn't just a, man, it could be better kind of review. This person gave it 1 star.
Ooh, 1 star. That's dot harsh.
Yeah, they did not hold back. Called out managers as cold and rude, described a cliquey environment, even accused the higher-ups of having a superiority complex. Strong words.
Wow. So, straight to the point. As someone who analyzes a lot of employee feedback, I'd say management style, inclusivity, and even the onboarding process, they're frequent pain points that come up across industries, not just at prestigious firms.
Yeah, and that makes you wonder about the company culture as a whole. One thing that stood out to me in this review was the reviewer saying that the managers need training on how to train new staff.
Oh, wow.
You know, like that seems like such a basic expectation.
It does. I mean, how do you even...
Exactly. So what does that tell us?
Well, poor onboarding and training, those are huge red flags. Sometimes it means a company's growing so fast that management training hasn't kept up. Or it could be a sign that investing in employee development just isn't a priority in their culture.
Which, for our listeners, many of whom are thinking about their own career paths, is huge, right?
Absolutely. Think about starting a new job and feeling totally lost because the training's awful, you'd be less confident, less productive. It impacts everything.
Totally. Now, this review also mentioned a lack of team building and inclusion, which seems kind of strange, right? Because we often hear about these big companies doing all these social events, employee programs.
Right, they invest a lot in that image.
So what gives? Is it hypocrisy or just a disconnect between what's advertised and reality?
It's often more nuanced than that. Company culture can be very fragmented. Like, what's true at the top might not actually trickle down to every single team in every location. Think of it like a city, right? You've got different vibes in different neighborhoods. This review's focus on cliques suggests a lack of cohesive, positive culture within that particular team, regardless of what PwC promotes broadly.
That's a really interesting point. It's a good reminder that even within a big company, your individual team dynamic can make or break your experience.
100%. And that's something job seekers often overlook.
Okay, so we've got this one review, and it's pretty harsh, but it's making us think critically, which is what we're all about. Even just one person's story can shed light on potential issues.
For sure. It's a data point.
Exactly. And it seems like things like management quality, onboarding, that team environment, these aren't just minor details. They have a massive impact on the overall employee experience.
Huge. They really do.
So if you were advising someone who's considering a job at PwC, or any big firm for that matter, what would you tell them to research based on what we've seen in this review?
I'd say, first, don't base your entire opinion on just one review. Look for patterns in the feedback. See if this cold and cliquey environment is a recurring theme, especially within the team or location you're interested in.
Good point.
And then take the company's marketing with a grain of salt. Look beyond the brochures and social media posts. Do they walk the talk when it comes to their stated values? Talk to current and former employees if you can. Get the inside scoop.
It all comes back to doing your homework. This review has been a great reminder that no company is perfect. And honestly, figuring out if the culture is the right fit for you, that's just as important as the salary negotiation. Maybe even more so.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, there you have it, a deep dive into the power of a single review and what it can tell us about company culture. Don't just take their word for it, folks. Do your research.